Life is so unfair. Don't you sometimes get the feeling that the whole world is out to get you? As if as if everyone hates you outright. I apologize if this takes too much time off your busy life. You might Will someone turn on the lights, please? The lights, I said. Thank you. Where was I? Yeah. You might think I'm being another one of those sad shitheads, but it's completely convenient for someone who's always lived on the negative electrode of life's battery. Everything has a purpose for its existence. I didn't get to choose mine. Walking down Retrospection Aisle, I see my nascent self on that fine day which was supposed to pass by in the monotony that I had become addicted to. I could not help but welcome the change brought about by the couple that broke through the predestined eternal silence. They were the first to ever do so. The fairer of the two reached out towards my anxious self. I could barely conceal my impatience. I could see myself shining in her eyes as she drove herself closer to me. I should have known what was to come. She plucked me off the tree with, well, some effort. I gladly left home and moved towards salvation. A bite by each of them was enough to trigger the curse that tagged me as the forbidden fruit. Humans, I should have known, are very good at relieving themselves of the blame. And so me, the forbidden fruit, and not them, the forsaken breed. If one stops to think about it, humans get themselves into the situations they come to regret. They are a race of beings who could do anything for anything. I say this out of experience. A sad memory of the day when I faced the wrath of human cruelty along with that boy. The boy whose head would be my last throne before I attained sacrificial glory. William, as the boy's father was called, had only one way to save his son, and I knew of it. I don't know if I was ready to die or not, but I felt quite sure that I had to. My prayers were over and he fired the arrow towards the target. I guess his appetite for food exceeded that for love. That is when I realized what it meant when they said, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I know what you're thinking. You think that I'm bending the facts to serve my own purpose. But I'm not, and I feel so unfortunate because of it. You might even think that I'm self-obsessed. I am not concerned. The other day I saw this man utilizing the shade of my roof for his romance with nature. Unlike the others, I had no intuitions of something big to happen. It was the perfect, just another day. Only that I was a little weak. I know I couldn't have held on for any longer than I did. I wish I had. I could feel the strong breeze even as I was on my way to creating history. I hit his head like a bullseye. To my surprise, I wasn't consumed instantly. I knew this when I woke up in a room surrounded by math beyond my imagination. You might think I'm exaggerating, but I'm still being cursed for letting myself loose from where I should have stayed for longer. By now, I'm quite used to adolescent abuses. All this is not just a frivolous complaint. This really comes from the pit of my heart. I have been conveniently blamed by a race which enjoys ignorance towards introspection. But I do not return the favor. I want to be able to differentiate between them and myself. I console my abandoned pride with each passing moment, but deep inside, I know the most surreal of all truths. Life is so unfair.
obsessed.
Everything has a purpose, but it's me, the forbidden fruit, not them, the forsaken breed.
I have been conveniently blamed by a race which enjoys ignorance because they are self-obsessed. I want to be able to differentiate between them and myself. I've still been cursed for letting myself loose from
You think that I'm bending the facts to serve my own purpose,
but I'm not.
the forbidden fruit,
If I had
not them, the forsaken
I
breed.
should have known what was. I want to be able to differentiate between them and myself. Right with each person, but deep inside, I know the most surreal for
Life is so unfair. Life is so unfair. Life is so unfair.